Hello, Timberline with the Blazer Broadcasting crew. My name is Tim.
My name is Emmett. February 4th, which was a Friday, was the cheerleader senior night. Congratulations to Zanelli and Soraya. Saturday, which was February 5th, was the Timberline boys basketball senior night. That game was against North Thurston, and they crushed them, 91-52. Congratulations to Tyler No for being the senior on the boys basketball team. Also, Courtney Cahill has placed 4th in the state competition for bowling. Great job, Courtney.
Woo! Moving over to the solo and ensemble competition, we have Natalie Eckroth, who won in their alto category, Taylor King, who won in their mezzo-soprano category, Izzy Colson and Emily Morris, who won in their duet and solo competitions, and our chamber choir won in the large women's ensemble. They are all moving to the regional championship.
Congratulations.
Well, actually, the state championship.
Congratulations, choir members. I know we keep bringing this up every broadcast, but it's important. The closer we get to that month of March, the less time you have to do your community service hours. Remember, seniors, you need 10 to graduate. If you have any questions, be sure to see Miss Flaherty or Miss Bosenberg to turn in your forms so you can see them. And now, here's Julian for our weather.
Guys, who's Julian? Anyway, the weather for this week. You can expect some really cloudy conditions, but Monday, you'll also have to expect rain. Monday also happens to be the coldest day of the week, with about a high of 48 and a low of 37. For the rest of the week, you can expect temperatures ranging around 50 degrees for your high and around 38 degrees for your low. And now, back to your anchors.
Before we end this broadcast, we would like to move to a much more serious topic than what we would normally cover. For the past 2 weeks, there have been ongoing protests within the North Thurston Public Schools, speaking out against instances of racism, sexual assault, and harassment that protesters say are going unresolved throughout the district.
Olympia School District is apologizing after a high school student section made racist chants caught on video targeting a black player at a basketball game.
We're here at River Ridge High School, where behind me you can see a pretty large group of students here at the high school.
North Thurston County high schools are protesting against what they call racism and rape culture. The students walked out of class this morning and say this is just the beginning.
We wanted to march to make like a large statement and a large showing of solidarity with the protests that have been going on at River Ridge High School. We also wanted to express that Timberline also has challenges with issues of racism and rape culture. The goal is to support those who have to report these incidents and make sure that there's follow-through and improvement.
We're protesting against racism and rape culture in the schools. Those sound like a lot of buzzwords, but we're really living this stuff. Like, this stuff is really happening to us. So it's not just that, it's a lot more.
I am actually a victim of rape. It happened in freshman year on school campus from another student. At the time, I definitely did not have the courage to speak up completely, but I did go to one of the counselors in the office, and I was breaking down crying in there. I'm trying to press charges on this person, but talking to the detective I've been working with, they tried to see if there was any files that the counselor left, and they didn't talk to the guy. They didn't do anything. I just don't want anyone else to go through this, because it's definitely not okay, and then the trauma, 3 years later, it's definitely still there.
I've seen a couple of times where teachers would walk past a group of students making racist jokes or racist remarks about another student, but the teachers don't speak out about that.
I was sexually assaulted by a student that goes to Timberline. Multiple teachers knew what happened to me and nobody reported it at all. I spoke with my counselor about what happened and nothing was done. Our trans students are being harassed in the bathrooms. There was a student who physically barred one of our trans students from going to the bathroom. I know that other students have also brought up issues pertaining to that same student and nothing's also been done. We're tired of it.
Freshman year, I was being harassed by this one guy for like weeks on end. He would make comments about my appearance and ask really intrusive questions about my race. And he would try to like coerce me to like wear my hair differently, like for him. And when I told my counselor that all this was happening and that he wouldn't leave me alone, she just told me to join the Cultural Awareness Club because that's obviously my problem to deal with.
On a district level, I feel like the message needs to get out to the teachers that, y'all need to say something. Y'all can't let this just slide constantly. It keeps sliding and sliding. Y'all keep pushing this under the rug.
I guess there's two main things. One thing is listen to the student voice. Really listen and hear what students are concerned about. Try to do our best to make it better. Try to do our best to make it a safer environment. And the other thing is for my colleagues and my peers to put their heart first. Look at what the students need most. Try your best to nurture, encourage, support them in those ways.
So, do you feel that instances of sexual assault and racism are handled properly within the school?
Yeah, I think we have tried really hard and worked really hard over the years to make sure that we're addressing situations that come up. Obviously, anything that has to do with things that break the law, immediately get law enforcement involved as well as deal with them at the school level.
Mm-hmm. You've heard, I'm guessing, like the main concerns of the protests recently, right?
Yeah.
So has Timberline outlined any specific plans to meet those demands?
I've spoken with our BSU advisor and wanted to respect the work that was going on at with the district, BSU, and the district office. And we've talked about, when the time is right for, myself and our BSU building leaders to get together, but wanted to try to keep that door open while at the same time respecting that there's processes that are currently going on at the district level.
District level, hoping to see more black teachers, hoping to see more communication with the students, not even do what we want all the time, just talk to us, open up a dialogue, something like that, so we know we're being heard and we know that they're at least thinking about doing something. That's what we want.
Thank you for watching.
Have a good week, Blazers.